Hi everyone, Jasmine here again from Redwood Financial. This week's frequently asked question is, how can I invest my money into the markets? Fabulous question. Generally speaking, there are three ways that you might choose to go about investing your money into the marketplace. So the first way that you could choose to start investing into the market is by doing it yourself. There are lots of self-investment platforms out there. A few years ago, there weren't that many to choose from, but now there's a whole host of different self-investment platforms where you can put your money onto that platform and pick and choose your own stocks and shares to invest in. Some clients are really passionate about that. They love watching the markets and what their shares are doing, and they get a real kick from managing their own money and seeing it grow. Of course, self-managing your money isn't without risk, though. Of course, you don't necessarily know all the financial information about the companies that you're investing in. It might be harder for you to do the due diligence and understand the growth prospects for particular companies, as well as also being able to analyze and understand what's going on in the global investment market that we are now faced with in this day and age, not just investing in one or two companies at home here in the UK. So it might be the right fit for you, but for a lot of clients, it will probably be something that feels a bit too high risk and is probably a bit too much like hard work for a lot of people. The second way in which you could choose to invest into the market then is go to the other end of the spectrum, and you could employ the services of a stockbroker or a professional fund manager and discretionary fund manager to manage your money on your behalf. So these discretionary fund managers will take your funds and they will use their expertise and knowledge, as well as their research, analysis and due diligence checks, to build you a portfolio and a selection of companies that they think you should invest in to meet your objectives, and also to make sure that they achieve the growth targets that you are after. The other good thing about this is you can also speak to your discretionary fund managers, and you might have a preference to invest in certain companies or not to invest in certain companies based on maybe ethical or value issues that you feel strongly about. So you may say to your discretionary fund manager you don't want to invest in weapons companies or tobacco companies or something like that. So you're able to give them instruction and direction if you need to, but generally speaking, the discretionary fund manager will have the freedom to invest however they see fit in order to achieve your objectives that you're trying to achieve with your money. Now, the downside is that discretionary fund managers, when you're going directly to them, will typically have a minimum investment amount. And so for a lot of clients, getting to have advice from a bespoke stockbroker or discretionary fund manager might not be affordable. Obviously, every discretionary fund manager is different, but generally speaking, if you have less than at least £150,000 to invest, most discretionary fund managers and stockbrokers would say that you don't meet their minimum investment criteria and possibly wouldn't be able to help you in that regard. The third option, and the way in which you can invest in the marketplace, is to go through a financial advisor and intermediary like ourselves at Redwood. So ourselves at Redwood as financial advisors are there to help advise you on the investment vehicle that is best for you to invest in from a tax perspective, but also from achieving your other investment objectives around growth and risk, whether or not you would like your money to be efficient for inheritance tax purposes and other things. And then once you've got that advice, we can then work with our chosen fund managers and discretionary fund managers to again recommend a portfolio of stocks and shares in the marketplace that's going to meet your needs and your investment objectives, as well as not taking too much risk with your money. The reason why we can help our clients invest for less than a lot of these fund managers who have minimum investment amounts is because we're able to pool all of our buying power from all of our investment clients and pension clients together. So even if you as an individual don't have enough money to invest to meet the discretionary fund manager's minimum investment amounts, as a financial advisor, I'm not just necessarily bringing your money to that particular fund manager, I'm bringing other clients' money, and pooling those assets together give us better buying power to be able to buy into those fund managers without you having to personally meet those minimum investment criteria. It means that actually by going through a financial advisor, someone like ourselves, we can actually help clients invest for as little as £1. That's it. So there's no minimum investment amounts with us at Redwood, and that just means that everyone has got full access to the marketplace and can invest their money in the right way for future growth without having to worry about having any kind of minimum investment amounts. So that's really the 3 ways that you can look to move into the marketplace. Either do it yourself, hire a discretionary fund manager if you can afford to, or come through a financial advisor who will give you the whole taxation, investment product advice, as well as then using the buying power of all of their clients to help you then invest into the marketplace and get the growth that you're after. If there's any more questions that you've got on how you can invest into the marketplace, just check out our website. We've got blogs on this and more information there, but also then you can book a complimentary telephone meeting with one of our advisors, and we'll happily have a chat with you over the phone just to point you in the right direction and give you some more specific advice that's personal to your circumstances. So hope that helps, and I'll see you again next week for the next frequently asked question.